to Factorio and a small, what was it, about 15-minute break? Yeah, about a 15-minute break between episodes, just let the game run. Yeah, I wondered why the hell the bots won't empty my damn trash slots, but yeah. So, we've still got power problems. Even with all the solar we've laid down, we've got power problems. Oh, I decided to finally hook up lube because we emptied the tank. And I wasn't going to move the whole system. I thought, let's just plumb in the existing tank. We can empty it later if it needs be. But yeah, we've got power problems. I don't think I realise it quite yet, but we're running out of coal pretty bad. As always, this is sped up to, what's this, about 6 times normal speed? Yeah. So I haven't realised we're running out of coal yet, but I am being proactive. I am saying, okay, well, we need to clear some area, desperately, to lay down more solar. We need more solar. And here I am just making the construction bot's life a bit easier by requesting all the stuff they need. And then when those chests fill up, I'll replace them with provider chests, and that way the bots don't have to travel so far. Because we keep getting caned over and over by these biters. They are savage. And I realise, hey, if I make some blue chips, eventually I'll be able to craft a power armor. It'll handcraft, but that's fine. Because I need armor. I need my own bots, because if I have my own bots, I'll be able to whack this stuff down in half the time. And I might actually survive! Because, yeah, like I said, bit of a death roll. Really bit of a death roll. So much and so, I know for a fact, because I've redone the editing, that all this building we're about to do, we're about to lose it. The whole lot. From the constant onslaught of biters. Non-stop. So, yeah. This has been the first game. The first game I've ever had. And I had to resort to mods to do it. But this has been the first game I've ever been really fucked over from biters. Like, every game I ever played, before really going heavy with the mods, it was always biggest biters bases, max, max biters, max richness, max thickness, and even then you just walk straight over them. They'd be a little bit hard earlier on maybe, but you just got this point where you just steamroll biter bases. Either through the destroyer bots or through the flamethrower. Flamethrower and a power armor just walks through biter bases. So I am somewhat looking forward to the 0.15 flamethrower nerf. But yeah, I finally come up here and realise, shit, we've got no coal. And we're somehow running out of wood to burn, to power everything. So we're pretty much down to solar power, and we don't have nearly enough of it. So much for my idea of a gradual changeover. So yeah, I decide to deconstruct all the trees around us, which I think is when I get in big trouble. Yeah. Every single time they pull up a tree, it activates the mod, which pisses off yet another group of biters. And then I lose power, just to compound the problems. It's funny when you look at the game speed at like 600 times, all the belts look like they're going backward. Technicalities. Yeah, if you watch on the minimap, you can see that those destructive little icons are getting closer and closer and closer. And there's nothing left. The biters ate it all. All of it. So, yeah. New plan. Wall off the section first before deconstructing the trees. Or maybe change the mod and make it less of a death world. And I really wish the inserters would stop picking up the goo that end up on the belts. That's really getting to me. Having to go through and check my inserters and find out whether they're putting up, whether they've picked up ammo or whether they're just picking up goo. But yeah, we're basically out of coal, which is worrying me more and more. See, I just chopped down some trees. Boom! Blighter's attack. Yeah. Although I am enjoying the nice, cleanish line of desert right the way around the outside the base. You can say that's where the walls were. You know, it's a good indication for later on in the game when you're like, where were my defensive lines? Well, there's a big patch of desert that doesn't look normal. That's where one was, obviously. And what makes it worse is, no power at all. And I'm worried about making forest fires, so I can't use my flamethrower. And yeah. But as you see, small expansion, and look, we lose everything. It's all been eaten again. So help the bots out and replace everything myself. And line the belt with ammo, because the logistic bots are not dumping it into the chests fast enough. So we're about halfway through the episode, and this is when I'll be completely honest. This is the last episode, because basically the natural evolution mod combined with the toxic jungle is just too much. I'm in a situation where I'm out of iron, I'm pretty much out of coal, and this is why I'm down here trying to grab this coal patch. And I'm just getting steamrolled by biters constantly. So, yeah. So this will be the last episode of this season. I'll end up starting a new Death World, because I am enjoying a challenge, to put it nicely. But just this particular combination, it's too much. If it was multiplayer and I had 3 or 4 people helping, sure, it'd be a different story. But this, as it stands, wow. Too much. Way too much. So even just dumping down these solar panels, you'll see, we get hit pretty hard in a minute. They're coming. Like I said, it doesn't help that we're out of power. Nor does the I want to call it Greek fire, but that's not the name used. So yeah, anytime one solar panel catches on fire, it spreads to the next solar panel, Same happens with the belts. When the belts die, one belt dies, the next belt catches on fire, and the one after, and the one after, and that's the biggest thing that's actually costing me. Everything else I could sort of live with. Even the whole spiders attack whenever you chop down a tree. I could live with that. But just the simple fact that when one thing gets damaged, it lights the next thing and the next thing and the next thing on fire, and you'll see why right at the end of the clip. My solar farm catches on fire, and I'm not there to do anything about it. So the whole lot burns. And having that one tile gap is not enough as a fire break. You know, it seems you need a 3 tile gap between anything to be a fire break, which is basically impossible. Yeah, chop down some more trees and straight through the wall they go. There's just so many biters. And I haven't even put down accumulators yet. I'm still waiting for the bots to finish this. But every single time we seem to make a little bit of progress, biters show up, destroy it all for us. Now, I hadn't considered this, but I've got a belt-fed gun placement, which means without power, it keeps running. The catch is that if it's without power for too long, it stops running. So what actually happens is, any minute now, the east side of my base gets hit, and it gets hit hard. Part of the improved AI and probing the base, and basically they probe when I'm not around. Consequently, they light the solar farm on fire over in the east wing. No, west wing. West side. The west side of the base gets hit. So, yeah. The west solar farm just goes up in smoke. Literally. So I'm like, yep, that's it. I've placed all the solar panels. I'm just going to wait for the bots to build them. We've had success. I can come back and clear up this coal and have the bots move it over, and in the meantime I'll dump down some accumulators and just repair and fix it up and babysit this wall until it's all done, because once the wall's in, it does a pretty good job of holding its own. Really good job, in fact. They get it through occasionally, but the bots will come back and replace stuff, and it's not a attack that runs through the whole base. But yeah, you can just see in the minimap the west side of the base is getting hit. And that's because I'm chopping trees here. They'll hit all over. So yeah, dump a heap of repair packs back into the system because we seem to go through them left, right and centre. And then chop down some trees. And right about here is where I will end up in trouble. Yep, there we go. West side of the base has been knocked out, and because there's so much chaos down here, I don't even realise it. But I'm going to pull up the map in a second and see the chaos, and come on, JD. I already know what's going to happen, because this was last night. Oh, missed it. Okay. It only flashed up for half a second. I saw that the whole solar farm on the west side was dead, and I rage quit. I'll be honest, I rage quit. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed our very, very short little death world. I'm going to start a new one. Pretty much the same mods. I'm going to go in there and tweak them a little bit. My first practice run obviously wasn't long enough. But yes, I will see you guys in the next Factorio or Oxygen Not Included, or one of a half a dozen games I want to put up on YouTube as I get time. But yes, down in the comment section, tell me guys what you thought of this particular series, whether you want to see more, or just insult me for fucking rage quitting. Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.